Welcome, everyone. It's wonderful to just sit here in a circle of people who are interested in practicing and exploring this world that we live in, live on, we're part of, we are not separate from. So welcome to all the people here, but also welcome to the meadow and the grasses and the trees, bamboo, clouds, the sky, the earth. Welcome to everyone, everything. I like to think of Sesshin as a journey, an adventure, an exploration. Perhaps it's like a river trip. I always think that when we come together, it's like building a community, a mandala that exists for a while, and then after this week, it'll disappear. But we build it together, and we take this trip together. We explore together. We do this together and we do this individually. So as we get ready for an adventure and a trip, it's good to be prepared. And you all prepared somewhat to get here. And that was an important part of this Sesshin, this journey that we're going to take together. But right now, I'm going to ask you to pack lightly. And what I mean by that is to jettison all your expectations of what this week what will happen. Let go of any preconceived ideas of what will or will not happen. And just enter this week with a clean slate so that the unexpected can emerge. So if you have past experiences of being in the wilderness or being outside, and we've all had some experience being outside, let those go and be present for this new experience. Also, jettison, if possible, your worries and anxieties about this week. We have a safe place, we have food, we have shelter, we have everything that you need. So let those go. And then let go of that judgmental mind. That's extra baggage that will remind you along the way. You don't need that. So it might be an interesting week for you to let go of judging and comparing and criticizing and having opinions. Those are all extra baggage. It's not needed for this trip. So if you find yourself comparing, oh, my practice isn't as good as everybody else in this circle, or I'm not sitting as well as everyone else, let that go. It's not helpful for this trip. What other little advice I have is every part of Sesshin is important. This part is important. Sleeping is important. Eating is important. Sitting is important. All of it is important. So be present for it all. I know when I first started Sesshin, I thought it was just sitting on the cushion. And the teachers kept saying, no, it's like being present all the time. when you're taking a shower, when you're cleaning your bowls. So as much as you can, practice being present. And not saying, oh, the end is the results. The result, my goal, is to get through this whole thing. But enjoy the whole trip all along the way, every single bit of it, without judgments and without opinions. And then last of all, enjoy. Enjoy this experience. Enjoy this precious time that we have together. You've set aside this time. Everyone who has come has set aside the time, either you're as a resident or as a person who's just come today. Our life is short, and this is an important part of it. So enter Sesshin with a heart of gratitude and a joyful heart. And bring it to mind, if you can, first thing in the morning. A heart of gratitude and a heart of joy. And touch into that heart throughout the week, throughout the day. I think this stormy weather is very auspicious because it's giving us much more texture, and it brings up a lot more. What is going to happen? I don't know. So as we go through the week, we will become more and more in touch with what does the grass have to tell us? What do the trees have to tell us? What are these elders? They've been on this earth so much longer than human beings. What can they teach us? So just relax and enjoy the week and be present with a heart of gratitude and joy. Thank you.
So the person who just spoke is Zen teacher Kodo, and I am Kisei, and we're the retreat leaders for this Sesshin. We are living on a changing planet. No matter where you live, you're affected by this. And part of the genius and beauty of this particular retreat is that we are living as part of the earth. We're practicing as earth beings with the earth. And we're practicing as beings living with and in harmony, and sometimes in disharmony with the elements. One of the things that Sesshin practice can really reveal is where the heart or where the mind is stuck, fixed in particular beliefs about how things should be, what should be happening. And so we will all be challenged again and again to look into this. habit of mind that is discontent, that wants to be comfortable all the time, that wants what it wants when it wants it. Who we are, truly who we are, is always at peace. And we can come to know ourselves more completely as the unconditioned, the unborn. And one who knows, who is aware of these changing conditions. So during this retreat, we'll be practicing a lot of meditation. And in the Zen tradition, we practice meditation in the seated position a fair amount. Creating a stable base with the knees and hips. If you're sitting on the floor, the knees and the sit bones. Allowing the hips to be higher than the knees, no matter which position you're sitting in. And feeling the contact that the body is making with the cushion, chair. And right underneath us is the earth. The sitting position allows us to sink in, to be pulled by gravity, this connection that we have with the earth, like an umbilical cord. And always we have that connection. So in the sitting position, we allow that energy that's often circling in the head, many times out the eyes and into a screen. Allowing that energy, that pull, to recede back into the body, inhabiting the body as part of the earth. And feeling the connection that this body right here is making with this little piece of earth underneath us. Sitting like a bump on the earth. Or a great tree, and we'll use this metaphor, this analogy a lot, this sitting like a tree. As you are sitting now, feeling that connection that the body is making with the cushion or seat, chair, and imagining that connection going into the earth. as if you too had roots that extended deep down into the earth, right where you sit. Deep into that dark soil. The unknown, the unseen. And then letting the spine and the trunk of the body rise up like the trunk of a tree, up towards the sky. Letting the shoulders relax, the chest open. Letting the breath be full. And the senses open. In the Zen tradition, we meditate with the eyes open, usually cast at a 45-degree angle. But since we're sitting in a circle, it's fine to look straight ahead, to include the sky. The senses open is panoramic. Like a tree's branches moving in all directions, reaching out. Reaching out yet completely in their own place. So the senses are open, but we don't need to strain to hear, or strain to see, or strain to feel. That's happening naturally. Zen practice is like coming home to our most natural, authentic self. That's always free from thought, because thoughts come and go and aren't the whole of who we are. So for this Sesshin to begin, if you don't have an established practice, you become aware of the breath. And breathe into the earth. You can imagine on the exhale, letting go and sinking with gravity deeper into the earth. And on the inhale, receiving life, energy, breath from the earth into this body. And then exhaling again into the earth. Inhaling, receiving life energy from the earth. Just that simple. Sometimes the breath is shallow, sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's long, sometimes it's full. Sometimes it may not even be detectable. Resting the senses open. With an attitude of allowing. Trees allow the wind to blow through them. The trees allow the clouds and the sun, the birds and the mosses. Trust and have confidence in the stability and clarity of your own mind. Before thought. And if you get lost, the moment you recognize, feel this body supported by the earth, breathing you. And right there is the present moment. Right here is the present moment. Exactly as it is.